What is up, YouTube? This is your girl Jessica Catherine, and I'm coming to you guys with another video. This video is going to be a little short video, a little vlog about what's going on with me. This video is going to be another update. We're going to be talking about gun laws and gun reform and the mass shootings that's been going on. We're also going to talk about this video is just a short video about what's been going on with me. I'm gonna tell you guys about this blue hair. I know everybody's like, whoa, she has blue hair, but yes. Yeah. Tis just another day being a Sagittarius, and I have a very eclectic style, but unfortunately I am also a little socially awkward on some days, and today is a Sunday, and today is one of those days where I feel socially awkward, but I choose to wear a blue wig. One of those days where I don't really want attention, but I want to wear a blue wig. One of those days where my shades match my glasses, match my earrings. Yes, some would say that I have a very paradoxical personality, very multifaceted, but I digress. I am overcoming social anxiety one video at a time, and I'm proud of myself today. On this very day, I got this beautiful blue wig for $10 at my local beauty supply store. And some days I feel like Little Kim. I wish I would have gotten it in pink, but they didn't have it in pink. But I already have a pink wig, so I'm just like, there's no skin off my back, you know what I'm saying? But some days I just feel like wearing blue hair. And normally I wear with my black lipstick and I give a nice goth look, but right now I can't give it to the kids like how I wanted to give it to the kids. Guys, I have found my car twin. I should be in that car, even though I don't like Z3s or 4s, but still, we matching. So I'm at work, and since people love me so, I got me some cookout food. I'm about to rip this. Now I got this from some Hispanic, beautiful, nice people, and I'm not really sure what that is. I'm gonna eat it. I'm not sure what kind of salad this is, but I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat everything on this plate because it looks delicious. Okay, so sidebar, that is some sort of plantain. I guess it's like roasted plantain with mozzarella cheese in the inside. So good. These are like pork sausages, the red things. That's chicken, of course. That might be some more pork. Love the pork. This is delicious. If anyone is wondering, I have on clothes. Okay, I have on clothes. And yeah, I would never come out here without clothes, but it's just a shop for now. It's the summertime. The girls are girling. So let's get back into these shades, right? So I got these shades from Walmart. And these are my douchebag shades. That's what I like to call them. But these, I got them. I had in mind, me out setting sail in the sea, fishing. And, I would have these glasses on. Or, whenever I go hiking, these would be good, glasses to wear. Or whenever I just want to have on my douchebag shades. I'm going to just have on my douchebag shades. Not only does it match my hair, it also matches my gauges. So I was like, oh, these look particularly cute. So this is why I had them on. I shall take them off. I also had these on, and I like to wear them when I'm outside to keep people from staring in my face. During the pandemic, I really did enjoy, walking out with a face mask and a good pair of glasses on, because people really couldn't tell who you were. But, if you, had on one or the other, people could tell. Like, people could tell your lips or your eyes. But when you have on, a face mask and glasses, that was just giving for me. Like, totally giving for me. Like, stay on my face. You don't know who I am. I don't have to give you any sign of a hello. I don't have to smize at you. I don't have to, look any type of way. Like, get out my face. Like, I don't know if that's like my social anxiety talking, or like, am I the only one? I really do just enjoy the anonymity of it all. Like, just stay on my face. But I digress. I just want to come tell you guys about my shades, and I'm gonna take them off. I was gonna go outside today, but then, you know, I decided to stay in the house and just be a unicorn. Pretty much. You see, if I would have went outside, I would not be able to stay inside and be a unicorn with you guys. I would be outside having social anxiety while people talk about me with unicorn ears. But in YouTube land, I get to wear my unicorn ears, my blue hair, and my lime green gauges without any judgment. So, yes, my fellow unicorns. It is a Monday, and I decided to be a unicorn out of all things. Just like I said earlier, I got this blue wig for only $10, and hubby got it for me. I got this other really cute wig as well for $10, and it will gag you that it was $10. Like, I'm gonna just post a video right here of how it looks, because she is giving every single thing that she needs to give. Talk about half wigs. I love me a half wig. Do not talk about my half wigs, because when I put one on, you would think it's my real hair. Okay, honey? It's giving edges. It's giving natural. It's giving everything it needs to give. I really love this hair. It's so thin. It's not, you know, too thick in density where it gets all tangled and matted. It's real, like, natural density type thing. I really like this bob, especially for the summertime. It's, you know, real cool. It's not long, and it's fun. Like, people are so nice to me when I wear this wig. People are, oh my god, I love your hair. Like, they just love it. It just brings people joy. My blue wig makes me happy. When I wear my blue wig, you know I'm in a good mood. I'm cooling. So recently, the major headline has been mass shootings. And I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to say that on YouTube, although, you know, YouTube is also owned by Facebook, if I'm not mistaken. And on Facebook, you can't even say the FAG word. You could barely say the GAY word. You can't say the NIGGR word. You can't say, like, so many, I wouldn't even call them trivial words, but, you know, so many words of lesser consequence than when you're actually online telling people that you're about to go shoot up a school and you don't even get flagged for whatever reason.
What was the reason? I had a reason. What was the reason? What was the reason? I just explained the reason. What was the reason, bitch?
I've been blocked several times on Facebook, sent to Facebook jail for 30 days, you know, due to things that I might say when I'm arguing with somebody, some douchebag online. And I've gotten flagged every single time. When I'm on Instagram, I'm always getting flagged. When I'm here on YouTube, I'm trying to be conscious about what I say, but yet and still somebody can get on Facebook and create a whole plan to mass murder children. Like, how does that, and then that goes unflagged. How does that work? That's what I don't understand. YouTube is so big on censorship. Like, even right now, I'm nervous to even post this video, but yeah, and still somebody can get online and talk about planning to murder people. And you can't even say the M word, I think. You can't say the K word, the KILL word on YouTube. I know that for sure. So it's just like, come on. What? I say that to say a lot of these things seem very contrived. Like, they seem very planned. They seem like these are just, you know, propaganda type situations to, you know, get people to give up their GUNs, their weapons, their Second Amendment. And for them to even go on record to say that our amendments and the Constitution is not absolute.
The Second Amendment's not absolute.
Just like blowing my mind right now. Like, are we really living in the world? Are people really falling for these things where we have gunmen, right, who apparently go out and commit these mass shootings, and in the worst situations, they always end up offing themselves in the end? Where is the proof that these people are even real? You know what I'm saying? Like, Where's the proof? Like, we're living in the same government who, you know, had decoys and the Black Lives Matter protests that were, you know, looting and starting all the violent, you know, acts that was going on during the protests. Like, we literally had decoy people from, you know, certain, I think George Soros or something like that, where these people are going out, creating these little fake mobs of people who just want to come out and cause chaos. So this is like giving a supply and demand, a cause and effect. Like, we've had mass shootings for years, every day for years. So why is it now that they're choosing to cover every single one of them? Normally, they cherry pick whatever ones that they want to, you know, cherry pick. Like, first, you know, they would, you know, push this whole racial thing. So they'll post some big political racial, like George Floyd type thing, and they'll just run it in the mud, and some politician would try to come and save the day or try to look good by, you know, being for the people or giving, you know, people what they want. Or it's always like some political BS. It's always some catastrophic thing going on when there's an election about to ensue. It's always like, for some reason, these things feel very, you know, like setups. Some of these things really do feel like setups. Like, why did it take the police so long to save those children in that school? Why are they outside acting like PUSSYs when there's kids being murdered in the inside? Does that make sense? It took a regular citizen, you know, I think they say he used to be a cop or whatever the case may be. Nevertheless, he was not a cop and at the moment, and he had a gun that he purchased legally. The same guns that the same legal purchases that they're trying to, you know, take from us, basically, or, you know, they're trying to regulate them even more, basically, as a full country versus state by state. Like, we have a situation where states can pick and choose what laws they choose to abide by or how they go about the laws, nevertheless. So, like, and that's where they found the problem at. But the problem is not people going out of state to buy guns. Like, they're literally getting them from their local towns, legally purchased, and going out and, you know, doing these things. But the thing is that it's always happened. Just like the, you know, Texas deputy said, like, we don't have a gun problem. We have a mental health problem. And people don't understand, like, you know, before the pandemic happened, people had, you know, mental issues. But it really got, you know, exacerbated. It upped the ante after the pandemic. So it's just like people are really running around here with mental issues and they have access to guns. And people will always have access to guns because whether they're purchased legally or illegally, you're not going to stop all the illegal trade of weapons. You're just not going to be able to do it. Nobody can do that anywhere. Nowhere. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about what's going on with mass shootings. Like, do you think that taking guns away from the people would be the answer? I'm hoping that the only thing that the gun reform is going to bring is a more strict process, a more strict vetting process or application process when you are purchasing a gun. I do not believe that any 18-year-old person can just go in on their birthday and purchase a weapon. I don't think that. I don't think, you know, why is it that somebody that's 18 cannot smoke or drink, but you can go and buy a gun? You know, I don't think that a crazy person or a person who hasn't had a background check, who hasn't had, you know, mental evaluation. I remember I tried to apply for a gun license in Jersey, and they basically asked me why did you want a gun? I'm like, now I was also, it just so happened that I got there with somebody who was raped. So she just said that she was raped and she, you know, wanted to protect herself. I'm like, I couldn't top that because, you know, I've never been, you know, raped in that sense. So I just was like taken aback. Like when he asked me why, I said, what? What you mean why? Like it's my Second Amendment right to bear arms. Like what the fuck? What you mean why? I just didn't have an explanation for that. So next time I go, I'm gonna have a good reason. That's like getting caught in an interview. Just like I didn't know I had to interview for it. Like I don't understand what type of, you know, psychic evaluation they're going to put in place. I guess maybe that would deter some of these wackos from, you know, getting weapons. But even if you have a father who has weapons, and then you have their son that's in the house that's, you know, retarded and suicidal and this, that, and the third, and he takes one of these legally purchased and obtained weapons and still go out and commit the same crime. I guess they just want to hold somebody accountable. You want to hold somebody accountable? Like, do you want to be like, okay, well, your dad's going to jail because you didn't protect your weapons? Like, that's another, you know, thing in the bill that they're pushing for, you know. Being able to protect your weapons and keep them from out of, you know, the reach of people who shouldn't have them, medical evaluations, and up in the age. I want you guys to comment below and let me know how you feel about this whole gun reform and the uptick in mass shootings. Like, what do you think it's caused by? And the fact that we've been having mass shootings every day for years, and they never chose to cover it. So why are they choosing to cover it now? Like, for some reason, due to the series of past events, we've been having more and more of our rights infringed upon. And the fact that they're saying that the Constitution is not absolute, and the fact that they used this Texas shooting to, you know, tug on our heartstrings with these children that they sat outside and let get, you know, taken away by this guy who then in turn took himself away. One of my monsteras is currently on life support. She is outside, and I overwatered her, and I'm really, really sad that, you know, she's turning yellow. But hopefully after she gets some sunlight and dries up a bit, I can bring her back in the house, prune her, and she'll be fine. I still have this one. She's doing very well, but the other one, it's not so much, because this one is closer to the sun, closer to the window. So she, you know, dries up, but I've been overwatering my monsters. And this is just a lesson in life that sometimes we can tend to love something so much that we overwater them and spoil them till they're dying. Overwork yourself and don't overwater things, because you will spoil away and rot at the root. Another lesson in life that I just revisited this week is when you first start a job, or when you're working for someone else and you're a person like me who really takes pride in their work and, you know, work extra hard to like perfect every little thing, reserve that energy for yourself. Okay, when you go to these jobs, give the job. If you're not trying to be management and you're not trying to, you know, stand out for real, please just do your job, nothing more, nothing less. Do what these people pay you to do, nothing more, nothing less. I've always been the type of worker whenever I go into a job, which is why I was in management for like 10 years. My first real job, I got promoted to being a manager, and I just had management jobs since then until recently. But I've always had it in my work ethic to work better than everyone, to be faster than everyone, to be more proficient than everyone. I've always had like a competitive spirit. I always want to be the best. I always want to be perfect. But that always bit me in the butt, because if you're not going to be management, you know, you're not going to be promoted to management, they're just going to suck you dry. They're going to give you the most work. They're going to give you the hardest loads because they feel like you can do it. And they're going to take your work ethic and, you know, use that to use you to work even harder. They're going to notice a good worker, and instead of giving, you know, the worker what they deserve and, you know, moving them up into a management position so they can create little good workers, like other good workers, train other good workers, what they're going to do is just work you to death and work you to the bone and give you the most work and give you the biggest workload and be like, oh, you can do it. That's nothing. So whenever you go to these jobs, whoever's watching this video, only do what they pay you to do. Don't go into these jobs trying to be he-man and she-man and then get used up by these corporations. Use that energy and that stamina and that will to succeed into your own personal life. And take things that you like to do and monetize off of it. And that's period and point blank. Whatever the case may be, try to make that into like an entrepreneurial situation where you are the boss, you set your rules, and you know, you get to do things your way and you don't get used up, and you have the full benefits from, you know, your hard work, instead of being, you know, dishing out all your hard work and getting half the benefits, and you're busting your butt for someone else's benefit. You understand what I'm saying? So please save that energy for yourself. While we're speaking on death and destruction, let's talk about Kevin fucking Samuels. It's Kevin fucking Samuels.
Kevin fucking Samuels. I understand, but I have to connect you with the ambulance.
So we all know that this man has passed away. He's been sent to the upper room, and I'm not gonna say that it's something that's funny, but it's very ironic, and the irony is a little comical. The part that I don't like is that out of all people that could have been called home to, you know, stop spreading hatred for women and black women in particular, why didn't they take Tommy Sotomayor? Why did they take why did they snatch and pluck Kevin Samuels from the face of this earth and not Tommy Sotomayor? Like, I just don't understand that. Like, on the level of evilness, Tommy Sotomayor is very much so more disgusting than Kevin Samuels.
This is why I can't stand the majority of you Negroes, and I wouldn't care if white George Zimmermans went around and shot every one of you. I would not care. Because most of you deserve it. Because most of you ain't shit.
I don't have any respect for the majority of black women because they are the downfall of the black race. So never question me or ask me what the fuck I mean when I make my damn videos. That's exactly what the fuck I mean. The worst place for any children, black, white, or whatever, is to be in the custody of a single black mother. They are disgusting creatures, ignorant. They have nothing in the mind frame of logic.
A nigga whoop a black bitch ass. That's the type of shit I do, bitch. I don't mind putting my fucking hands on one of your beasts anyway.
They're the dark-skinned ones because they fucking sluts.
So you a dark-skinned black woman, so the equivalent of a man.
Oh, it ain't all black women. It's just a couple. Fuck that. That whole store is full of no good motherfucking black niggas. All of them my damn color. Pieces of shit to society. Black women ain't worth a crap. That's my motto.
Motherfucking black women are disgusting at this point.
I can't say that Kevin Samuels was all bad. I'm not even gonna lie. I can't. Kevin Samuels was not all bad. The worst thing about him is that as somebody that's promoting themselves as a dating coach, even though he said he was an image consultant, he was promoting himself like a dating coach. So if you're promoting yourself like a dating coach, you have people who ask for your help. And these are people who are literally coming to you broken or, you know, curious or whatever the case, where their self-esteem stands, where they have to go out of their way to ask a man who berates women online, who gives people the harsh truth. If you see what this man does to people that come before you, and then you take it upon yourself to go and follow suit, and you get what you get, that's kind of like your business. It's kind of like your fault. So I don't really feel bad for these women that went up there, because why did you go up there? My whole thing about Kevin Samuels is that he had people come to them at a low point in their esteem for advice, and instead of giving them, you know, being soft on them, it's like instead of being a little soft, even though some people don't really like to soft, you don't have to lie to somebody to say something in a nice way. You can say something, especially a man with such a large vocabulary, you can say something nice, or you can say something constructive in a caring way. what he did was just like kick people while they were already down and made them feel like, how dare you? Made people feel like they had audacity to want better. You have the audacity to want better for yourself? You crazy person. Like, that is mean. That's very mean-spirited. And the fact that you knew that was a thing that was selling, because like he said, when he talked about men, they didn't care. He didn't get a lot of traction because men don't really care about, you know, taking accountability for what women want them to do or what anybody wants them to do. They're just gonna do what they want to do. But women, you see, like, if a man is trying to teach women or down talk women or, like, you know, criticize women in the least, women are going to tune in because we want to work on ourselves to be better for you guys. Women literally cared what this man thought and what the majority of men think, and we want to, let me not say we, and they want to change. So it's like, you can't fault women for, you know, hearing the criticism and wanting to hear criticism to maybe better themselves. And the way he went about it, when women called into his show, it was just like, you have the audacity to want more. You have the audacity to want better. And that's what made him an evil-spirited person. So you can't fault women for not being all out of sorts because he passed away in such an ironic way. Like, I say it again, it's not funny that he passed away. It's just the irony is comical. Certain points that Kevin did hit on were like true, like how men, you know, prefer younger women, and you know how women should really relish and take advantage and choose wisely in their younger years, their golden years, their, you know, whatever kind of years that these men find us to be most supple and ready. But these are also the same years where women make the most mistakes. We don't really relish in those years. We feel like we have all the time in the world, and yeah, we do have all the time in the world. But when it comes to, you know, men who are making a lot of money, like it's kind of subjective, because you have some men who choose to date women who are in their age bracket, who are in their tax bracket. You have men who decide to, you know, stick with the woman who was with them when they didn't have anything. And then you have the bachelor that, you know, gets money and has nobody. And then they try to choose women based off of their young beauty. And then when they grow up, they get divorced and taken for everything that they own, because, you know, they're not really equally yoked with a younger person. It's not really a way where, you know, two people who have a 10-year, 8-year, or 10-year difference in age can be compatible. You guys are from two different eras of life. Like, I mean, unless, if that clicks, it clicks. But it's going to be much more of like a daddy-daughter type of situation. Like, not to say daddy-daughter in like a perverse way, but it's going to be more so of like, you're the authoritative figure and she's like the child. It's going to be more of like a teacher-student type of situation. And it's just like, maybe one day you don't want to do the young things that she want to do. It's never going to be like equally yoked. These men think that they have all the time in the world to, you know, vet and find, you know, a partner. You don't. Men have a timeline just as well as women do. And the older you get, like, imagine you 40 going on 50 and 60 and you dating a 20-year-old, and, you know, come 50, from 50 to 60, you're going to have probably like erectile dysfunction. You're not going to be the same, you know, energetic young buck that you used to be. Like, men do have timelines, and, you know, you're going to mess around, get you a young girl. You're going to be an old man trying to get you a young girl that you think that you deserve, because you're some high value man finally at 56, and then you're going to end up like your granddaddy, and you're going to be having a heart attack while she on top of you because you can't handle that young poon. Or you taking all these gas station pills trying to get yourself up, and you can't get up there because you're old. You expired, young sir. That was like the biased thing that Kevin Samuels did, was try to make it seem like women have this, you know, age limit window, and men don't. Men do too. Like, date within your range, date within your, you know, within your bracket, date within your lane, and things will be way more smoother. And that's just as simple as that. And like some of the dating practices Kevin had were like really like predatory. It was just like disgusting. The way he talked to women was disgusting. Do I feel sad that he's dead? No, I don't. Am I happy that he's dead? No, because no, somebody dying is not a happy situation. You know, he wasn't out here murdering people. You know, he wasn't out here. He was murdering people spiritually. I mean, this is just yet another red pill misogynistic man who is pushing a controversial rhetoric that any smart wealthy man would just not get by, because any smart wealthy man will find a wife, get married, you know, and settle down and enjoy all of the, you know, tax breaks and things that come with being a married man. So like, don't end up dying alone following that man's rhetoric, because that's all it's gonna leave you. It's gonna leave you in a hotel with the woman you just met 2 days ago, taking gas station pills and Viagra, trying to keep up with a 23-year-old, and you're like 55. That's the life you're gonna lead, and this woman is not even gonna care about you. She's gonna go on and live her life for as long as she lives while you die. That's pretty much it for today. I'm gonna leave it at that. My blue wig is giving. The reason why I put on these shades is because I'm getting this glare. The sun is going down over here in Jersey. I'm getting this glare, and it's really annoying my glasses. So I'm just letting my douchebag shades do what they do and block out everything. You know, block out anything that's trying to get in my way. That's my douchebag shades. So if you like this video, really like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Mad people be watching my videos and they don't even be just subscribing. And that's how you know the hate is real. And to my haters, please keep hating. Keep my numbers going up. I want my haters to keep my numbers going up. Keep watching me over and over and being sick and being mad, because you running my views up. Here's another thing. Put energy into things that you want to see grow. Don't only put energy into your job every day. Put energy into things that you like to do. Monetize off of it. Like, a lot of people get on Facebook and they have so many good talking points, and they should probably make a podcast. Like, don't do things for free. If you have any type of gifts, any type of talent, if you see you are able to influence people in the slightest, always try to monetize that. And don't be, you know, all kicked up on your social anxiety like how I am, because I've been on YouTube since like 2015. I've made several videos in the past and I've always deleted them because they were so old, and like, I'm a perfectionist, and when I go back and look at my old work, I be just cringing like, oh my god. So I always like go back and just delete things, and certain things like I should have just kept up. Like, even when I was, you know, talking about how to be more feminine years ago, before this whole feminine movement started, and I was like one of the first people to start talking about it, and it got like a good traction, but it was just like something about my hair at the moment that I didn't like, so I deleted the whole video. It's just like, I mean, just delete videos, just like, oh nope, I don't like that scene, delete the whole video. The perfectionist in me, it screams at me sometimes, and I just can't, you know, keep certain videos up if I see one little flaw in them. But I'm working on, you know, putting out things that I can see and run back 10 days from now, 10 years from now, because I'm good for just like shying out and just like going back into a box. Like, even if I make a post and it gets too much traction, I don't like mad people talking to me, so I like shy away. I'll delete the whole post. Like on Facebook, like the posts where I get the most comments, I delete them, because I don't like talking to people after a certain time. Like, it's safe here at home and on YouTube. Nobody can harm me. Like, I really have to be in a mood for people. Like, today I wanted to be a blue-haired unicorn girl, and if I would have went outside, my social anxiety would have went through the roof, because everybody would have been looking at me like, look at this blue-haired unicorn girl, and I'd be like, what y'all looking at? And I have to remember, like, oh, remember, Jessica, you wanted to be a blue unicorn girl and go outside. So I used to want to actually live in New York, because in New York I could be a blue unicorn girl and nobody would bat an eye. But in Jersey I can't be a blue unicorn girl because people would make fun of me and it'll make it even worse. And then I'll run in the house. But yeah, it's safe here on YouTube. If you like this video, really like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you comment below. I want my channel to be a place where the comment section is booming. One thing about me, whenever I see a post about anything, I go straight to the comment section, and I'm like partially watching the video, but I'm like really reading the comment section to see what people are saying before I even get through the video my own self. So it's just like, comment below. I want this to be a free space where you guys can talk to each other. Don't talk to me. Like, if you have a difference in opinion, just state your opinion and then you guys can talk about it amongst yourselves, but don't talk to me. Because I'm not going back and forth with nobody, because I said what I said.
I said what I said.
Yo dije que lo dije. Periodo. Okay? And that's on period. Bye, guys.